we learned this week that 2 New York City police officers were shot and, of course, could have been killed by an illegal immigrant from Venezuela who sought asylum in the United States. He was living in a taxpayer-provided hotel room where he decided to engage in a gunfight with 2 NYPD officers, shooting both of them. Thankfully, the officers are going to survive. But a normal response as a country would be enough with this seeking asylum crap. Enough already. Too many bad people are obviously seeking asylum, being allowed residency in the United States. Chuck Schumer promised to give them all citizenship a week or 2 ago. And enough is enough. So Joe Biden strolls to the podium yesterday with these big signs that say President Joe Biden securing the border. You want to hear how he's securing the border? Listen to what he announced yesterday regarding the subject of illegals seeking asylum.
Today, I'm announcing actions to bar migrants who cross our southern border unlawfully from receiving asylum. Migrants will be restricted from receiving asylum at our southern border unless they seek it after entering through an established lawful process. And those who seek to come to the United States legally, for example, by making an appointment and coming to a port of entry, asylum will still be available to them, still available.
Don't panic, progressives. We're still going to give asylum. All they got to do is put the request on their app, make an appointment, and sneak in the country through a port of entry. You can't make this up. This is the insanity that needs to stop November the 5th. And President Trump didn't waste any time responding to the lunacy of Biden's securing the border announcement yesterday.
The truth is that Joe Biden's executive order won't stop the invasion. It's weak and it's pathetic. It will actually make the invasion worse. Millions of people a year will continue to pour across our border and be released into our country.
He's right, of course, and Americans are going to elect Republicans as a response to the catastrophic border. So now back to Biden and the border security. I saw a number today. By my math, he's perfectly fine with nearly 1 million illegals coming into the country every year. According to Fox News, it's actually 1.8 million. 1.8 million is A-OK. Anything over that, well, then we're going to step in and put our foot down. After 1.8 million, then we're going to put our foot down and we're going to say enough is enough. Listen, something powerful is happening in this country. Tomorrow night, Trump's holding a big fundraiser in San Francisco, and it's a fortune to get in. $300,000 a person, $500,000 a couple. It's sold out. We're talking real big money going to be raised in San Francisco tomorrow night as President Trump travels there. Governor Glenn Youngkin from Virginia was on Fox News yesterday. Have you seen the polling out of deep blue Virginia? Virginia is not a red state by any stretch of the imagination. Check out what Governor Youngkin said about Virginia and the November election.
I did fully endorse President Trump, and I told him that I would work enthusiastically to get him elected. And so that's exactly what I plan on doing. But I am really committed to Virginia, and I look forward to continuing to lead. This is a chance for leadership in the Commonwealth and across the country. Again, that's why I do believe that states like Virginia that Joe Biden won by a lot back in 2020 are back in play.
The perfect storm is converging against Democrats. Do you realize that? As we sit here 5 months away from the election, all of the stars are lining up to send Americans into the arms of Donald Trump and Republicans up and down ballot. Illegal immigration is crushing this country. You know, there's a reporter over at Fox News who ought to get a litany of awards, Bill Maloogian. He's not an opinion guy. He's a news guy. And he is doing powerful work. And he's able to call a spade a spade. He can call it exactly what it is. Listen to what he said about illegals who continue to flood across Biden's open borders.
The Biden administration has to change the feel down here at the border. Right now, all these people are coming in with no fear of removal, no fear of deportation. If we can pull up this video I shot early this morning, this was like 2 a.m. out here, right where I'm standing in Hakumba. This is part of a group of a few hundred that crossed illegally here. I watched them as they walked to this border wall right behind me and started posing for selfies and pictures in front of our border wall as if it's like a tourist attraction or a great background for their TikTok or Instagram photos. It was just remarkable to see that there really is, some of them just think it's kind of like a joke.
Hey, Democrats, you did this. Hey, Biden, you did this. And no phony press conference where you're going to pretend to suddenly get tough on the border 5 months before the election, reinstating the policies, the Trump policies that you dismantled, ain't going to work. It's too little too late. And something very, very important is happening in the United States. The illegal immigration crisis that the Democrats created will be their undoing at the ballot box on November 5th.